Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. Some of you may not know me, and that's okay. My name is Frett, or Star Frett, whichever one you would like. I mostly prefer Frett. But anyways, this channel is, named after me, the Frett Cinematic Universe. Why? Cause really it's my bullshit. Yeah, it's really just a video, it's channel about short films or full-length films, depends, of my favorite characters and just teaming up together, fighting each other or whatever. It's just really, yeah, just me having fun with, action figures and characters and fiction, and, just doing crossovers that we will never see ever because, well, let's be honest, why would they ever make a crossover with Godzilla and Boba Fett? But yeah, that's what the FCU is. That's FCU. That's what we call it sometimes, or the Frett Cinematic Universe. FCU is better because it's shorter and faster. But yeah, um, so I don't know what else to say. Why? Why? Because I'm bored and it's fun. Honestly, like if I'm being 100% honest, it's actually really fun making these films. Like to me, at least. I don't know about anyone else. It's fun for me to like do these types of videos and just have fun, be creative, just go crazy with these ideas. Of course, I have to limit myself. I can't do everything, honestly, but I can do what I can do. I do what I want to and what I can do at the same time, you know? And what I want to do is just have my four favorite characters team up. And so far, I got two of my favorite characters on screen. Now I got to get the other two together and make those two team up with the other two. I will get to that later. But right now, let's talk about the films that we have right now. So let's start with phase one. Phase one is the seven, wait, no, eight films that are going to be on this thing. And as you can see in the picture, there's six projects, but there were supposed to be eight. All right, I'll get to those in a few minutes. But let's get to the first one that really isn't the first one to come out. Because if you guys didn't know, these videos are already on my other main channel. I'm just remaking or remastering them. I don't want to say remake because it won't sound like a reboot. I'm remastering them, doing them better with better editing, better filming, and just more stop motion, really. But yeah, these remastered versions, which is what they are. So let's start with Boba Fett's Quest. Boba Fett's Quest, which was originally posted on May 4th, 2025, last year. Um, so this was a May the 4th special that I made because I wanted to do one, but I didn't know what to do, and I was like, hey, why don't I give Boba Fett a full solo film in the FCU? And yeah, I just did it. It was a prequel, but it's gonna be uploaded first on this channel on May 4th, and it's gonna be treated as the first film, setting up for the main event film of this phase one, which is the first main event. The second main event is supposed to be Kill the Multiverse, but we're not there yet. But this film is supposed to be just an introduction mostly to Boba Fett and a really introduction to you asking what the fuck is going on? Why is he after Obi-Wan? Why is Vader doing this? Why is Boba Fett doing that? Why is everything like this? Because it doesn't. It's like for you, for the viewers, it's not gonna be like right in here. It's not gonna be right to the actual canon in Star Wars, you know. So like by doing that, you're gonna be asking yourself, what the hell's going on? And then in the next one, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Got Godzilla's Epic Brawls, originally posted on May 8th. I probably got that wrong. Around May, basically around the same month as, book Boba Fett's Quest, but earlier because this was uploaded in 2023. So this is the official first FCU film ever and it is the story, not really much of a story, but it is a compilation or a montage actually of Godzilla going around and killing characters that he shouldn't even be crossing over with, is what I would say back then. But now he has crossed over with most of these characters. Most of them. He still hasn't crossed over officially with Michael and Jason and the Terminator and Boba Fett. But he has faced against the Avengers, so that's that. And the Justice League. So in the original version, there were some things I cut out because I thought I was doing too much. And then I made in the second version that I put something back in because I was like, yeah, I just want to make fun of this. But there was still something that I wanted to add in there, which was a motivation for Vader sending Boba Fett to take out Godzilla. And I kind of put that in Boba Fett's quest, but I wanted to show that in Godzilla's Epic Brawl, but I didn't have a figure that I need. But with this one coming out, I am going to be able to get the figure that I need, and then I will have a full length version. Plus, I already rewrote the entire story, basically like remastering it, not remaking, remastering it, making it better, making it longer, and having it a bit more, um, have more of a story. Basically, that's what I was intending for here. This new version that's going to come out this year. Basically, also, these films are going to come out in like the span of like 3 or 2 months because this is what I originally wanted to do for the FCU, just have them monthly, but I couldn't. So now I'm going to do it. At first, it was like I need a whole year to like plan out these things, but now that I know what the hell I'm doing, I just need a few weeks to like, make these. But yeah, back to Epic Brawl. Yeah, it was just me having fun. At first, I was me having fun. I was like, I want to make more videos like this. I want to make Godzilla versus Spider Man, Godzilla versus Ultron, Godzilla versus the Megazord, Godzilla versus fucking Gamera. And we're getting to all of those, by the way. Yeah, and I was like, okay, what do I do after this one? I already had Godzilla fight against my favorite Star Wars character, my two favorite horror characters. What do I do? Ah, fuck it, just make them team up against my favorite Star Wars character and fight against my two favorite horror characters again. But this time it's a team up. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's just do that, and I did it. And that's where we are with Godzilla or Boba Fett and Godzilla versus Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. The team up of the century, Boba Fett and Godzilla. Two characters that should not be together, but they are. And I really had fun making this one at first, and I'm really gonna have fun making it again because I just love doing content with Boba Fett and Godzilla together. I love taking pictures with them together. I don't know why. These two, I love having these two together. Like, it's something about Godzilla and Boba Fett standing next to each other. You're like, it just makes me go, hell yeah, this is cool as hell. And like, I don't know, I guess it's just me, but I first I did wanted to do like a team up. I was like, who are they gonna fight? They have to fight someone. I was like, they're not gonna fight someone. They're gonna fight two someones. That's gonna be Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. I was like, this is perfect. Two of my favorite characters against two of my favorite characters of horror. So when I was making this at first, I was like, nah, this isn't right. I keep making it, remaking it. I was like, fuck, I can't get this right. And then around August, I was like, okay, let me take my time to make these. And I did. I took my time. I wrote out a whole script, three drafts. And by the third one, I was like, okay, I want to do this one. This one's good. And I made it. And it was one of my favorite films that I've made at that time. I was so excited to watch it on my TV. I don't know why. I was like, I want to see this on my TV. And I did. It was so fun to watch. It was so like cool to see Godzilla and Boba Fett team up together. I was like, wow, did I do this? This is actually really good. Months later, I was like, wow, this looks fucking horrible. The quality is so bad. I was like, if I ever have the chance, I will get back to make it again. Here we are now, and I'm remaking it again with better quality, better editing style, and all that stuff. So I'm so excited to do this again because this time it's really gonna look good. It's really gonna look good with a better figure of Boba Fett, a better quality, better better hand motion really for me. So like I know how to do things now. So like I'm really excited to see how this turns out with like updated everything. And after this, even before filming this, I was already planning the third one. I was like, I want the third one to be another team up, but I want this one to be a huge event, the game changer of all. And for so long, I was thinking, what the fuck do I want to do? And then after after I finished this one, I ended up with two titles: Save the Multiverse and Kill the Multiverse. I asked my good friend Cool Lawyer, you guys should check him out. He's a really cool guy. Motivate him to post again too. He needs to do it. I asked him, hey, which title should I go with? Kill or save? And he was like, kill sounds cooler. He's like, okay, I'm going with Kill the Multiverse. And now this was the biggest film that I was ever gonna make. And I'm not gonna lie, it was too fucking big. Godzilla X Boba Fett Kill the Multiverse. First things first, this is the coolest title that I have ever thought of, and I'm so glad Cool Lawyer helped me choose this one for this one. But I also like Save the Multiverse, but we'll get to that one. Anyways, Kill the Multiverse is the not grand finale. It was supposed to be the grand finale, but while filming and editing, I was like, I jumped 15 sharks with this one because this was going to be almost fucking 2 hours. And I was like, hell no. And then there was another side of me that was like, nah, we need a few more scenes. And then the other side of me was like, fuck you, I'm not doing 2 hours. So I was like, what the hell do I do with this one? So immediately, one day before the fucking film even uploaded, or I uploaded the film, I cut this in half. The final battle, which was half the fucking film long, I cut it and it's fucking on my other phone. This is a new one, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I cut it and I uploaded what I had in this one. I was like, where the fuck do I finish this? Where do I end this? Fuck it. End it on a cliffhanger. End it on a cliffhanger. I don't give a shit. End it on a cliffhanger. And you save the multiverse for the next title. I got so fucking lazy with that. I'm not gonna lie, but at least I got to use a concept title for this film, for the sequel at least. But still, it was this film really was so fun to do, so fun to make. I was having a blast just having Godzilla, Boba Fett, Terminator, Spider Man just talk. And one more thing that was extremely fun for me was voicing Boba Fett. I haven't mentioned this in the other ones. I don't know why, but in this one, I was having way too much fun voicing Boba Fett. I was loving voicing Boba Fett for a while, and a lot of people were telling me, "Hey, you sound pretty good as Boba Fett," and that really flattered me. I was like, "Thanks." I don't think so. I'm just doing it because I like Boba Fett, and I like to do the fucking Boba Fett voice. Even if I suck, I like to do it. And people actually liked it, and I was like, "Wow, okay." And then this one, I was like, "Okay, go full Boba Fett," and I was going full Boba Fett, and I was doing the best I could, like I always do. And I really think this is probably my best performance as Boba Fett so far, because I still haven't recorded my lines for Save the Multiverse, but we're getting there. But anyways, yes, Kill the Multiverse. It was so hyped up. I hyped this up to the fucking dick. Dude, holy shit. I promoted this thing like I never have. And this isn't even the craziest way I can promote a film because I know I can do better. But I promoted this shit like it was my fucking life. And to me, it was worth it. It was worth it to me because I actually like this film. And I had so many supporters too, like so many people, so many of my friends supported me with this, and I'm so thankful for them. I'm talking about you, Gabby. If you're watching this, I'm talking about you, Gabby. Fucking thank you. Um, everyone else, thank you so much for supporting this film, this crazy fucking film. You know, Godzilla and Boba Fett in the same title is just crazy enough, and the fact that people were actually like supporting this, I was like, thank you, because this was a genuine passion project for me, and this next one is another passion project, and I am putting the same amount of heart that I put in this one into this next one, which is Godzilla X Boba Fett Save the Multiverse. After Kill the Multiverse, I was like, so the next one's obviously going to be Save the Multiverse. I already have that title in the chamber, might as well use it. One thing I didn't know I was gonna do was either make this a full on continuation, like we pick up right after when we left, it ends that way and then you just immediately start it, or we just make this a whole separate film. And I was like thinking about that for at least a good 1 or 2 months. And yeah, this is gonna be a whole separate film. A whole separate film. Like this is gonna be a sequel, not a continuation, a sequel. It is going to take place immediately after, but we don't open like that. There's gonna be a flashback of some sort in the film. Spoiler alert. But yeah, the script is fully done. It's fully done. I just have to send it to the voice actors so that they can voice it. Also, shout out to Jay who voices Black Panther. He is amazing. He's a nice guy. Such a talented voice actor too. I liked his Black Panther lines, even though there weren't that much. But there were some that we didn't use because of, we cut that part off. But I gave him a bigger role so that he can take full advantage and just go all out on his performance. And I asked him if he wanted to. He's like, hell yeah. And I was like, okay, sure. There you go. Black Panther. He has more speaking lines. And I have to send him the script so that he can deliver the lines because I am looking to aim this for a July to August release, some sort. But yeah, this film is the next one that's going to come out this year. And I don't know what else to say about it. It's literally the this is the grand finale. This is the grand finale of this saga that I will call the Godzilla and Boba Fett saga. You know, I know where to end it. Unlike Legendary with their fucking Godzilla Kong crossover films, I know where to end it. They don't. But this is where we end it. This is not gonna be the end of everything. Obviously, we're gonna see Godzilla again. We're gonna see Boba Fett again. We're gonna see them together again eventually one day. We're just gonna take a break. And after this is done, we will move on to the next stories. And that next story is a prequel. Yes, it takes place right in between Godzilla's epic brawl and Boba Fett and Godzilla versus Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, which is Godzilla X Hatsune Miku Battle for Tokyo's Heart. It's a simple story. It's Godzilla and Hatsune Miku teaming up against a greater evil to save Tokyo. And that's really much. That's really all it is. And it's just something that I was like thinking about. I was like, what do I want to do? I want to have Godzilla team up with someone else. Before I just fully stop making these Godzilla videos or short films. I was like, let's have him team up with someone he's constantly paired with, and it's Hatsune Miku. Why not? It's a fun duo. Godzilla and Hatsune Miku, they're a really good duo. So having them together is like, it's like, hey, a dream come true for a fan, from a fan to a fan, you know. So yeah, we're gonna speed run through some of these projects because I don't know what to say. I haven't made them. All I can say is that some of them have scripts and some of them don't. So moving on to the next one, which is Gamera Destiny. So Gamera is a character that I've been wanting to put in my videos for such a long time. and but here's the thing, I never could find a Gamera figure for a good price or just at all. And for the FCU, I was like, I want to include more kaijus in this. Who should I put next? Kong, Mothra? Fuck it, just put Gamera. Gamera needs love. So I was thinking, I was like, wait, where am I gonna get a Gamera figure from? And then I remembered, huh, Giragoji has Gamera figures. He also just, he's that. He's just a Gamera guy. He's the Gamera guy in our group. So you know, one thing I want to explain is that the FCU, they're not just made by me. Yeah, it's me having fun, but I also want to let other people have fun, you know. I want to, if they have a favorite character that they want to put with another favorite character, I was like, hey, write a story, make your own film, we'll upload it on this channel, credit you, put you at the front because it's obviously like it has my name in it, Frett Cinematic Universe. But this is a film by said person, not me, by you. So Gamera Destiny is not made by me, not written by me. It is made by Giragoji08, who is a good friend of mine, who I respect a lot, who let's say respect. I haven't shown respect to this motherfucker's face ever, but I genuinely respect him. He is really smart, really creative, really intelligent. He's just fucking lazy. That's the problem with everyone nowadays. But yeah, I trust Giragoji with this. He is going to be making this. He wrote it, and he asked me for some clips of Godzilla, and that's really all I can say. No, it's not a crossover. Fuck you. Anyways, moving on to the next project, the eighth project in the phase one, which is uh Black Panther versus Namor. Black Panther versus Namor is a short film that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it was obviously going to be a prequel to a FCU film that was out, but I just didn't know which one. And right now, it is a prequel to Godzilla's Epic Brawl. Yeah, another prequel to that fucking film. I know. Um, but this is really just a film, just like having an alternate version of Black Panther fight against an alternate version of Namor. Not really alternate, just like if you've seen the videos, you will know that I'm using the Marvel Legends MCU Namor and a comic Black Panther. So it's really just comic book Black Panther versus movie Namor, which is that's the whole thing, really. But that's the film that I wanted to do is, just like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Well, the real question is, who the fuck are you? It's like all that stuff. So that's what it is, and that's what it's going to be. And I can't really say much about it without spoiling it, except for you guys already know how it's gonna end, obviously. Black Panther wins, of course. He's fucking Black Panther. I can't have him lose, for fuck's sake. But yeah, it's really that's it. And this is where we end the phase, where we end this part, this section, this whole thing called the Godzilla x Boba Fett saga. And we move on. I don't know what the saga is called, and it's not even phased, but this is where we start. Batman Arkham's Rebirth. Note, I am a huge fan of the Arkham games. So when I tell you I poured my heart into writing this, I poured it into all 10 drafts because I fucking made 10 drafts for this thing. and still haven't landed on one, but I'm currently on the 11th draft. I am trying to make this the best Batman story that I can make so far with what I can. This is supposed to be an introduction, Batman's introduction to the FCU, and yes, he is my favorite DC character of all time. So there you have it, Batman, Boba Fett, and Godzilla. We're gonna get to the fourth one in just a while. But this film is supposed to be an intro to Batman. And one thing I can say is that whenever we have these introduction characters or introduction films, like just the first one, just having the characters being introduced in the FCU, Boba Fett will be in them, or at least have somewhat of a part or a cameo, because he is going to be in this one, he's going to be in Gamma Destiny, and he's going to be in this next one that I'm going to say, which is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And here you have it, the fourth member of Fred's favorites. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, Spider-Man is my favorite character in the Marvel Universe. Surprise, surprise. This is coming from the guy who has a Spider-Man mask, who used to wear a Spider-Man mask in his older videos. And specifically, my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, the Raimi movies. Surprise, surprise. This is coming from the guy who had a Raimi Spider-Man mask in his older videos. Anyways, I really want to do this one because I love Spider-Man and, unlike Batman, I don't have the figure. I will get the Mayfix Spider-Man from No Way Home, and that's the figure that I will use. Um, Story-wise, this is gonna be a younger Spider-Man, like post Spider-Man 3, since I don't want to ruin anything from the Raimi movies for that. I'm I'm down to ruin anything for the Arkham series as long as I get to retcon kill the Justice League. But I don't want to retcon Spider-Man 1, 2, or 3. I mean, No Way Home, I don't know if that really counts. We generally don't know if that's canon or not to the Raimi movies because the multiverse is confusing for that. But that's why I chose, after Spider-Man 3. But something I will retcon is Venom's side because we will bring Venom into this film. It is going to be Raimi Venom, specifically the animatronic Venom that was originally going to be used for Spider-Man 3. And that's all I'm going to tell you. There is a third villain. You guys can already guess who it is. But, no, third, what the fuck did I say third? I meant second villain. There's a second villain. You guys can already guess who it is. But for now, I'm just going to say it's Spider-Man and Venom. This also has multiple drafts, multiple screenplay, multiple scripts, multiple everything. So far, I'm on the fifth one. Yeah, I think the fifth one might be my last one, but we'll never know. Um, yeah. Anyways, moving on to the next one, which at this point you guys think, oh, it'd be a team up between Batman and Spider-Man. No, fuck you. Transformers: Rise of Optimus Prime. And this is where I tell you guys there's a secret fifth member who's gonna be part-time. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is one of my favorite characters in the Transformers series. Obviously, I love how inspirational and hopeful he is, and I really love Transformers One. I was like, I want to take my own spin on that. I was like, I don't want to just be like Transformers One, just off one off story. Let me put this in the biggest fucking project that I'm working on, which is the FCU at this point. It is the biggest thing that I'm working on right now. So yeah, this is gonna be a prequel, not just to Godzilla's epic brawl. It's gonna be a prequel to literally the entire FCU. At first, it won't make sense, but then it will. I promise you, it will. But this story is not to make it make sense. This is a story about how Orion Pax became Optimus Prime. And one more thing, this is the longest fucking script that I have written. I'm not even done. I am fucking 354 pages. I am not even done yet. I might be close to being done. I don't know. But I just keep adding on because this is like me putting in everything that I know about Transformers, everything that I've learned from the games, the movies, the shows, the cartoons, the comics, just everything, and just expanding the story of Orion Pax becoming Optimus Prime. And it's not even like the ending you get to see Optimus. No, a first quarter you're spent with Orion Pax. The second quarter you're spent with Optimus Prime. You have two sides of the film that I could split into two. I don't think I'm gonna do that because at this point, by the time I make this, this might be the longest film, and it will be okay because it is a story, a origin of the greatest leader in all of fiction. And the next one, yes, it is a team up between Spider-Man and Batman. Fuck you guys. Batman and Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. This is the team up that everyone's gonna be waiting for because the way I'm gonna be building up Batman and Spider-Man, you're gonna be like, I want to see these two fuckers together. Hopefully, you guys are gonna be like that because I like seeing feedback. I like seeing feedback for these films. So hopefully these two get you excited, and hopefully now that you know that it's gonna happen, you get more excited. But yeah, they're gonna team up to go up against Carnage, of course. He's not the only one. There is gonna be Scarecrow, Joker, and other characters. But yeah, this is the team up that we will all be waiting for. I wouldn't say necessarily this part of the FCU is the Batman Spider Man saga. Wouldn't even say that. I'd say mostly like just a Batman saga. Batman's the one who's been in most of these mostly because we have one more to get to, and then we move on to the next project, and then there's gonna be the final one that I will tell you guys about. But the next one is Godzilla. Fuck Godzilla. What the fuck? Anyway, no, fuck that. The next one is gonna be Batman and Boba Fett, the Imperial Underground. I think I got that title wrong. I'm looking at nothing right now. I'm just basing off of what I can remember I wrote down. Hold on. Boba Fett X Batman versus the Imperial Underworld. Yes. This is a full team up of Batman and Boba Fett, and this is gonna be the equivalent to Kill the Multiverse, meaning this is gonna be a big war with a bunch of characters and a conflict between our main characters. Yes, there's gonna be drama, conflict. Oh, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, this is gonna be planned as one of the big events, and surprise, surprise, the sequel to this one is also the ending of this saga, which I don't know what the fuck to call it. Still, it's a saga of something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but um, yeah, this is one of the big events, and it's gonna lead to another film, but it's not the next one because the next one is a film that's gonna set up the rest of the films in the FCU, which I still don't have planned yet. But we're getting to somewhere. We're getting somewhere after these. That's one thing I'll tell you. And this one is God's. I keep fucking saying Godzilla. God damn it. This next one is. Oh, fuck me. I forgot the. I don't remember the order. Megatron versus the Mandalorian. It's been a while since we had another crazy crossover, so here's one that we're gonna tell you guys. Megatron versus the Mandalorian. It's simple. Megatron faces up against Din Djarin, also known as the Mandalorian. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. except for that it sets up the third phase. Damn, my hand's cracked. Uh, it sets up the third phase. That's all I can say. But that's really all I can tell you guys. Now let's move on to the next one. And this one is not a fuck up when I say it. Godzilla's Epic Brawl 2. Now, bear with me. In the very first Godzilla Epic Brawls, which is the very first FCU film, you will notice that the final boss, the final boss in the film was Boba Fett, one of my favorite characters. And since we have a Boba Fett film in this on this new channel before this one, before the first Epic Brawl, it's like a film saying, "Hey, this is Boba Fett. He's gonna kick Godzilla's ass." And yeah, and now this prequel to the entire FCU, Op- Transformers: The Rise of Optimus Prime, and this is it's the story of Optimus Prime, yes, but it's also gonna be like, hey, this is Optimus Prime. He's gonna kick Godzilla's ass, right? So in Godzilla's epic brawl, the fight that we will be leading up to is Godzilla versus Optimus Prime. There are gonna be other characters that Godzilla fights in the film, obviously, but the true highlight, like the first one, is gonna be Godzilla and Optimus Prime duking it out, which I'm really excited to show because these two are my favorite characters, of course. I like putting my favorite characters on screen, and also we need more Optimus Prime versus Godzilla content, and I will try to deliver on that. But I will end it here because after this, I don't know the titles for anything. Hell, I don't even have a title card for this one. But yeah, these are the FCU films that I want to make, that I will make actually. And this is just an introduction to newcomers. Like, what the fuck is the Frett Cinematic Universe? This is the Frett Cinematic Universe. Me and potentially other people having fun, making films, crossovers, doing whatever the hell we can, and just doing it for the love of the game. We're not making money on this. We're not making money off of this. Not yet, at least. But yeah, we are just here to make films. Yeah, who's we? Me, Gira, and whoever wants to join us on this journey of making these films. But yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys for watching. If you even stayed watching this almost 40-minute video, I will catch you guys in the next video, which I hope it's Boba Fett's quest. Goodbye.